This is the Taman Prasasti Museum in Central Jakarta. Have you heard of it? This museum would be one of the earliest contemporary public burial grounds in Jakarta if it were established on a former public burial ground during the Dutch East Indies era. It is no surprise that this museum was founded in 1795, as there are several historical inscriptions. Many well-known people are buried here. Originally, this inscription garden was known as Kerkhof Land, after a nearby cemetery. At a glance, it is like an ordinary burial place, but if you enter the museum, there are many interesting things that you can see here, like a statue of a woman crying. The story is that she cried because her husband died of malaria. She couldn't bear her sorrows, so she took her own life. The style of the sculptures here make it feels like a European-style cemetery. As you can see, various ornaments typical of Western culture, such as statues and tombstones of world-famous personalities, can be seen here. One of the famous is the tomb of the first Catholic priest in Jakarta, namely Father van der Grinten. All of the tombstones here are written in Dutch. If you look at it in more detail, the burial location consists of various nations, ranging from the Dutch and British to the Chinese. Then, there is also a monument similar to the obelisk. This is the tombstone of the Director General of Finance of the Dutch East Indies, named L. Launey. There is something eerie about the idea of visiting a cemetery, but it really is one of a kind museum you can visit in Central Jakarta.
Did you know Indonesia has the first and largest museum in Southeast Asia? If you don't, let me tell you about it. The National Museum is Southeast Asia's first and largest museum, located in Central Jakarta, Indonesia. The National Museum was established on April 24, 1778, when the formation of an association called Batavia's Genootschap van Kunsten en Wetenschappen. J.C.M. Rademacher, the founder of this association, gave away the rights to one of his houses in Jalan Kali Besar and donated a collection of books and a collection of culture artifacts, which later became the basis for the establishment of the museum. During the British government, Thomas Stamford Raffles became the director of this association. Because the house in Kali Besar was full of collections, Raffles gave an order to build another establishment on Jalan Majapahit to be used as a museum and meeting room for the literary society. However, in 1862, the museum on Jalan Majapahit ran out of space. So the Dutch East Indies government built yet another new establishment that is the current place of the National Museum we know now. The National Museum was opened to the public in 1868. In this museum, you can find 190,000 objects, consisting of 7 types of collection, from archaeology, ethnography, geography, ceramics, numismatics and heliotrics, collection care, history, and prehistory. The most interesting collection in the National Museum is the Bhairava statue, which stands at 414 centimeters.
Let's explore the history of a trading area center on Pasar Baru Street, Central Jakarta. The name Pasar Baru. This is a historical trading area where you can do all sorts of shopping and culinary tours. This shopping center was built in 1820, when Jakarta was still called Batavia. In the old days, the people would shop at Pasar Baru, where the Dutch would live nearby in a place now the name Jalan Veteran. This old building used to be known as Toko Kompak in the year of 1900 to 1920. There were still many Chinese style shop houses, but after that a lot of European style and taking over the older Oriental aesthetic. This shop is one of the remaining shop houses. The architecture. This mid-19th century building was originally the house of a Chinese major named Teo Teck Ho, placed in 1857 to 1908, then carried on by his children until 1935. Since 1935, it has been rented to a person from China, whose grandson is named Wenki. And in 2022, now Toko Kompak is no longer operating. The condition is badly damaged and is no longer used as a shop house.